things outside of the inside. What's happening in the polling station? Everything outside is perfect. Inside there, all the ULP have to do, because we could agree that most of the other people inside there are ULP people. The only person who is not ULP are the NDP agent, right? We could argue that. Most people think that that is the case. So the question is, if everything else, there's no bribe outside, there's nothing, the agent inside, you could still lose the election because you don't have the right agent. The agent is corrupt. The agent is irresponsible. The agent. So that is why I think that, I mean, at
So
the end of the day, even if you get everything right.
Still then that the process, that the whole thing could still not be free and fair. Because if it is that, let us say, one side could buy out an agent from the other side, it ain't fair.
Yes, but you need the NDP could do something about it by.
Well, no, I know. Yes,
vetting your agents and them, grading them like I suggested. Because
I don't know where you call grading. You might have to mark or some.
No, I say they're working with a list. Look at how they perform with the list. Because if you're there to tick off the people who are going to vote, at the end of the day, you should either get exact or maybe 1 or 2 votes off. You could excuse them. But if you're 25 votes difference or 10 votes difference, I don't think people like that should work again.
Okay, I hear you.
But just allow me for keep it there. Just one more thing, right?
Call for apologize about advocating for me.
Say that again.
Apologize to say you're advocating for me.
Okay, well, I wouldn't say what I just would advise you to get the definition, see where the term advocate come from.
No, watch me. Not today.
No, I'm not.
You want to give me homework to do, but you don't want to apologize to say. Imagine that you of all parcels.
There's no need for an apology.
They go by your business.
Okay, thank you.
You call.
All right.
Yeah? You a mine. Man whose family started slavery. You a mind to be an advocate for he know to cut down your black brother. Eh? You love that. Jokers. So good afternoon, Mr. Latham. Papa Latham.
Good afternoon.
Papa Latham is now 12:36.
Yes.
And Papa Latham like Eddie and Hales.
Good afternoon, Margaret. Good afternoon, listeners. Well, some people think I'm not entitled to some well-deserved time off, but I have earned it.
Yes. So go straight.
Okay, so good afternoon, listeners. Good afternoon to my people of West St. George. It's good to be here this afternoon. I should have been here a little earlier, but the traffic held me up a little bit. Now I've been following a bit of the program during the course of the morning, and the topic is whether elections are fair. But before I go into it, though, let me just say a pleasant afternoon to my brother in New York, who has been very supportive of my entrance into politics. Let me say hello to my friends in the diaspora. I would refrain from specifying names, but I appreciate the efforts made to assist me thus far on my political journey. Let me just say special hello to my colleagues, my other 14 colleagues, especially our leader, Dr. Friday, who have been working assiduously to ensure that we bring about change and we advocate for change in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It has been a very good experience on a personal level thus far, and I am looking forward to the challenges that lie ahead. We have embarked on a journey to displace this current administration from office. The as we all know, the ULP has been in governance for the last 24 years, and you could say they're trying to develop a dynasty. But we here with the help of the people to ensure that we do not have a dynasty in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I remember in Antigua, they had the boards controlling Antigua for a number of years. But this is not the case. This will not be the case in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And as a public servant too, entering politics based on my professional experience and my commitment to public service, I am truly honored to be in this. For me, it's a privileged position where I have served for about 23 years as a public servant, and to give back to my country at a higher level, it means a lot to me, and it's something that I take very seriously. Now, I have been all over the constituency, and what is glaring for everyone to see, and well, they recognize it, is that the current representative has been missing for the last 4.5 years. So we're gonna name him the missing MP. Like many others across the country and other constituencies too. He has been missing, and a couple of days ago I shared some of my plans with a constituent. So he said, Shakaban, if you only tell me about one plan, it's better than what we currently getting from this current representative. And it really shows that Western George has been craving and starving for proper representation. They have been, or I should say, we have been neglected by the current representative. And it just shows you that these guys do not prioritize and value our citizens. And I am here and offering myself to the people to ensure that change is brought about. And this is not just change for change's sake. This is change for better. I'm somebody who sets very high standards for myself, and I want the public to set high standards for yourself too. Hold this government and hold us in general, politicians, persons in positions to influence decisions, hold us in high regard and high esteem. And we are accountable to the people. It's not the other way around. The people are not accountable to us. The people will be accountable on election day. Judge us based on performance, not what you could get from a particular individual. Judge us on performance. And if you judge on performance for the last 24 years, or you could even say the last 4.5 years, this current administration has basically exhausted its useful life. And our people need to come to that realization. And change could only get better. Things could only get better for us if we go to the polls in our strong in numbers and vote this administration out. Now we are on the topic of whether elections are fair. Now the last 3 elections have been very, very close. The margin of victory, you could practically say there have been just a 1-seat majority for the ruling party. And this is, I don't think this is coincidence. It just shows that the country is divided, and we need to be united as a nation too. Because the windward side, primarily the ULP wins those seats on the windward side, and the NDP wins the seats and the central area of the country, as well as most of the leeward seats. Now, when I look at the statistics from the last 2 elections, it really shows that the support of the current administration has been diminishing. And once our people vote, once we're voting on policy and we're being practical about the way in which we go to the polls. I see no reason why there should not be a change in government this election. And my colleagues and I, we are putting in the work, we're putting in the effort to ensure that we educate our people, we sensitize them, we ensure that they are aware of the issues, they are aware of our plans and our policies in which we planning to promote when we enter office. And I am looking forward to this day, along with I sure many of my colleagues, when we're in a position to really serve our people and serve them with our entire being. This is about the heart of us as a nation, and I want our people to recognize that. Now, proper representation is basically having a relationship with your representative. There must be dialogue, and when it comes to dialogue and interacting with people, now let me just promote, as I'm on this issue of dialogue. Let me just promote that tomorrow I will be having a town hall at the Dorsetshire Hill, and in Dorsetshire Hill, I would be collaborating with my esteemed colleague, the Honorable Fitzgerald Bramble, who is the Member of Parliament and current representative for East Kingston. So, as you know, Margaret and listeners, our constituents, we border on each other, and we intend to share our plans for the people of Dorsetshire Hill and by extension Western Georgia and East Kingston. And we're excited about this time. It would be an interactive session where members of the area could come, they could share their concerns, see how we could move Dorsetshire Hill, we could move West St. George, East Kingston, and by extension, St. Vincent and the Grenadines forward. Because that is our goal, to move our country forward. Because currently, we're very stagnant. And once you're stagnant, you're spinning top in mud. And this is our experience currently. We're currently experiencing a high cost of living. Our crime rate is very high. We need to improve our health care, and our roads are in terrible conditions. So those are some of the issues and social problems in which we face currently. And an NDP government, we have plans to address all these issues. And I look forward to being part of this current administration that will form government at the end of at the next election.
Yeah, so we have a call. Could we take the call?
Problem.
Good afternoon, New Times. Hello. Hello, good afternoon. Like the person not here. The person left here. For continue keeping.
Yes. So yeah, coming back to the fairness of elections, I I heard you mention about the influence the other side has because of the ability to expend and allocate financial resources. And I just want to tell the people that whatever you receive from this government, this is our hard-earned taxpayers' money, and it's
money.
It's our money, all of us, and you should take whatever they give you, and as a result, vote them out, because they have demonstrated a lack of care and a lack of concern for all citizens of in this country.
Hello, good afternoon, New Times.
Hello, good afternoon, Miss London. How are you doing today?
Good afternoon. I'm very good. How about you?
I'm doing fine. I know you're a bit under the weather, but I want to wish you a speedy recovery. Good afternoon, Mr. Cupid.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. First of all, Mr. Cupid, let me address you personally.
Yes, sir.
I know you were new to politics, but I am so impressed in how you jumped into this thing with both legs, how you are, so passionate about bringing real representation to your constituents, your future constituents in Western George.
Mhm.
Um, it's so refreshing to know that somebody of your youth and of course your professional expertise
Yeah.
is willing to just
Make the sacrifice.
sacrifice your time and
Yeah.
effort and energy
Mhm.
in order to
Well,
bring real
let me share something
representation
with you
to.
before you continue. Though now, I
Yeah,
grew up in a
yeah.
close knit family, right? And I got
Hmm.
married at a relatively young age. But how
Hmm.
unfortunately my marriage was unsuccessful, right? And
Hmm. Hmm.
my marriage bore two beautiful children.
Hmm.
And prior to their birth, I encouraged my ex-wife, which was my wife back then, for us to travel to the States
Hmm.
so that she could give birth. This was in
Hmm.
2010 when my first daughter was born. Back
Hmm.
then, even prior to that, I realized the challenges that we face in this country.
Right,
And I
right,
wanted my children to be afforded a better life and a better
right,
opportunities
right,
than which were
right,
afforded to me that my parents were
right,
unable to give me to. So I
right.
decided I would really sacrifice whatever financial resources, time, and
Mm,
energy to
mm,
ensure that they were given that opportunity. So currently,
mm,
the children there, my kids, they're
mm,
overseas with their mother,
mm.
and it gives me an opportunity now so I could completely focus my energy and my time
Understood.
and dedicate this personal dedication and sacrifice
Right,
to my people.
right,
Yeah.
right, right, right,
Hmm.
right. And I sincerely applaud that because for someone like me, I'm a half a century old. I I didn't want to say that,
It's some
but
older than that, right?
Now you
to
sound
know
younger than
that
that.
to know that the country has an opportunity to be represented by youth, up and coming youth like
Yeah.
yourself,
Hmm.
um, who with a certain with a level of genuineness that has long not been seen in St. Vincent and the Grenadines
Hmm.
when it comes to political representation.
Yeah.
It warms my heart,
Yes, man.
you know.
Happy I could do
But
that.
I also absolutely, man, absolutely, and you have my support,
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Um, absolutely, Margaret, you were speaking, and I think Mr. Cupid also spoke about
Hmm.
the all important issue of election integrity
Yeah.
in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And I would share with you a long held belief that is unassailable within me. It's not something that I would ever let go up to my dying day. That any government who resorts to cheating especially after a quarter century of being in governance, is a fundamentally weak
Hmm.
government.
Yep. Yep.
You understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
You hear them talking about, bragging about the education revolution. You hear them talking about the success of the international airport. You hear them talking about the roadblock revolution. You hear them talking about the Lives to Live program. You hear them talking about love boxes. You hear them
And
talking
life to
about
live.
all of these different things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
To
yet,
influence the
when it comes
electorate.
to running, yes,
Hmm.
but again, when it comes to running on that record,
Nah, they can't do that.
they can't.
No, they can't. The record is
Because
poor and
what happened,
shameful.
Truth
Hmm.
Seeker, you realize you changed
Mm.
your name to Truth Seeker, right? Yes.
Yeah.
What actually happened is that people are seeing through the schemes. Even of the at the
Absolutely.
airport, and I've always made the case, even the education revolution, well,
Mm-hmm.
oh God, it's not that. I'm glad that
Mm-hmm.
recently somebody called it by its right name,
Mm-hmm.
universal secondary education, which had
Education.
nothing to do with the ULP. And if
Yep.
you look to at what they had talking about scholarship and university,
Mm-hmm.
Cupid, when you have time there, look up
Mm-hmm.
the
Mm-hmm.
ideal CARICOM citizen.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ideal, the ideal CARICOM citizen.
Mm-hmm.
It is CARICOM's dream
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
that its citizens, right,
Yeah.
will obtain
Mm-hmm.
university degrees
Mm-hmm.
that
Mm-hmm.
they could be able to stand on the world stage.
Mm-hmm.
So he
Yes.
steal the people's ideas and hug it up as if it is his own. So people are
Mm-hmm.
seeing through. People are seeing through. You know, truth seek. I've always been telling you about the dangers of accepting gifts, and we have
Sorry about
heard the dangers of taking gifts, the dangers
that.
of the
Mm.
gifts. And we have also been told, you heard about this saying, beware of Greeks bearing gifts.
Bearing gifts.
But,
Hey, Miss London, it just excuse me. I may have to take this call. I'll
oh,
call
you are
back right
talk,
away.
yes,
Sorry about
yes,
that. Okay.
yes,
All right.
yes.
Thank you.
And so he have gone. But the other thing is this, right? Is that, yeah, but the road to hell is paved with good intention. You
Mm-hmm.
are a church going person, well, a
Yes.
Christian, right? And
Mm-hmm.
you know about the scripture verse when the devil tempted Jesus,
Mm-hmm.
had him up on the mount and show him all the beauties of the world and say, if you serve me, all these will be yours. And that is like
It,
the
it
airport
comes back to say all that glitters isn't
is not
gold
gold.
too.
So it's the
Mm-hmm.
same with the airport, right? 'Cause it is
Mm-hmm.
the intention behind it.
Yeah.
It was not wholly pure. It's not wholly pure. It's all part of the game. There's another book I have to lend you. Look it up there. I can't call the word for you or on radio. Mine, sex with an F. Mine, look for Christopher Wiley.
Well,
Christopher,
I have the ideal CARICOM citizen here.
so you see who came up with that? CARICOM came up with that,
Mm-hmm.
right? So that
Yeah.
had to do with the university. And why he's taking advantage of our people is because he know that we don't read. But he know he can't mess with me because I am a reader. So when he spoke about Christopher Wiley's book,
Mm-hmm.
Mine, Sex
Mine.
with an F, it's a green and white book, right?
Mm-hmm.
By Christopher Wiley. That's all part of his game. His intention was to use these things to mess up. I tell you, if soon we hear he say, look out on him, I say there is no God. You hear Storm talking about demigods.
Demigods.
Demigods, you know why? Because they consider his father as a real God.
Mm-hmm.
That is why
Yeah.
he said we are advancing towards humanism.
So he feels his father is untouchable,
He's the real
like
God.
many
So the
others.
others
Yeah.
now, like Hans King and the others, they are demigods. You understand? But it no, this time is your time, so it's all over to you.
Yeah, but I saw the post, right? And being a civil servant for
No,
over
we're not getting into that. Me want they fight
okay.
and kill one another.
No, I
No,
just mentioned
this is not said nothing about that. The
no,
only
it's highly it's a disrespectful post though. It's an
no. If you
extremely
know the root of the
disrespectful.
post, you wouldn't think that way. I thought so initially.
No, he's trying to use some level of reverse psychology too.
No, you have to listen when I speak. When I saw it, I went out and I started doing research. I look at all the boards. Who heads this board? Who think that board? But when I realize now, the root of the post is the quarry. And when I realize now it is geared at labor people, I have to let them kill and fight one another.
Well,
You understand? So let me talk East St.
so
George.
West.
West St. George.
Yeah. So now let me just mention my
Our friend is calling back,
okay. Yeah, no problem. I'll elaborate after.
Hello, good afternoon again, Truth Seeker.
Yes. Good afternoon. I
Yes.
apologize for
Mhm.
the rather abrupt departure. I had to take care of something very important. But in continuing the conversation about our elections, um, I already mentioned my sincerely held belief or
Mhm.
position as it relates to a government being in the incumbency for a quarter century, having still having to resort to cheating. It's a fundamentally weak government. I mean, there's no if, ands, or buts
Yeah.
about that.
And
They can't run on
manipulative
their record.
tactics too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
They
is
can't run
listen,
on their record.
truth seeker,
Mm-hmm.
it's two sorts of cheating, One with
Mm-hmm.
a CH and one with a
Mm-hmm.
T.
With a
Thieving.
TR.
T.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
treating.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Okay.
Because
Yep.
after the referendum, he said if you vote yes, he will bring back busy signal. That is treating.
Okay.
You're providing
Of
food,
course.
drinks, and entertainment.
Mm.
Yes.
Of course. Of course. But you see, the problem with this too, Miss London and Mr. Cupid, right?
Yeah.
Is this government had when it came into to
Office.
when when they came into power, because
Mm.
there's fundamentally a difference between being in power and being in government, huh?
True.
At least in this
Yeah.
case,
Yeah.
right? When you are exercising governance, there is an expectation that you would see to the needs of the people
Mm-hmm.
across the board, and you
Mm-hmm.
would do your best to so do. What we have seen over the past 25 years is absolutely diametrically opposite to that.
Yeah.
And so, as I said, they are a fundamentally weak government. But Miss London touched on something just a minute ago about the people seeing through all of the shenanigans.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you something, eh? And I think you yourself, Mr. Cupid,
Yeah.
deserve a bit of credit for that, because this team that has been put together,
Mm-hmm.
right,
Yes.
combined with my own observation, and I believe a lot of people share this observation, that our electorate has never been more restive
Mm-hmm.
in the past 25 years than it is now,
No. Yeah.
because the country has been driven over the
Yep.
precipice,
Yep. Yep.
and we are trying really hard. I thought about it yesterday, after
Mm-hmm.
listening to the New Times program with
Mm-hmm.
Brother Igal,
Yeah.
and my own
Mm-hmm.
soon
Conroy.
to be, yes,
Mm-hmm.
representative in
Me and
Central Leeward.
Chevron.
Okay.
And I said to myself,
Huggins. You Huggins?
Yeah. Conroy. Conroy.
Conway Huggins,
Yeah.
yes. I said to myself, NDP is really on a mission of mercy,
Mm-hmm.
trying to save this country
Yeah.
from the wicked, evil, grasping hands
Mm-hmm.
of these
Bandits.
delinquents, these bandits. I came up with a term for them. They're moral deficients.
Yep. Mm-hmm. It's true. No, their characters
Yes,
questionable, man, without a doubt.
questionable,
And
questionable.
yeah. And if you look at especially this, for example, the new candidates now, you
Hmm.
compare that with the ULP candidates. I mean, there's
Hmm.
there's basically no, no,
Nothing.
Mismatch.
yeah, no, it's a
No
mismatch,
comparison.
especially
Yes,
when it comes to people who have a good character. Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Because the
I'm
fact the
speaking
fact
for
that they
myself,
were
eh?
even of
Yes,
course.
man.
Well, you
The
should
fact
be
that
able
they
to
were
speak
even
for your
the
brother.
fact
Of
that
course. Well,
For
I
sure,
spoke for
for
them
sure,
too.
you speak.
Yeah, man. I spoke for them. Yeah.
the fact that they were even considering in South Windward running a person who was credibly accused
Yep.
of participating in the shooting of a man in the sanctity of his
Mm.
own
Home.
on the sanctity of his
Yeah.
own property,
Yep.
right? It shows you how desperate they are.
Yeah. And
It shows you how
and
desperate they are.
actually it shows how unattractive the party is as well too.
Of course,
Yeah.
of
And that
course,
is that
of
is very
course,
evident
of course.
when you're being when you've been in power for such a long time and you're struggling to attract candidates and not just candidates,
Exactly.
quality
Quality
personnel.
candidates.
But
Yeah,
you know,
Yep.
you thinking about that, you know
uh-huh.
what was we had me laughing all we somebody touched on the fact that Camilo said he doesn't want to be prime minister.
Yeah, I heard them.
Really.
Well,
How
he didn't come
un
out and say that explicitly, but
how
he
Mm,
danced
unambitious,
around the
how
question so much.
unambitious.
Yeah.
It is not that you want to, let us say, undermine or high fall.
No,
You
well, remember they been brainwashed, you know. So
of course.
they have to really basically stoop to massa. Yeah.
That's
So
right.
yeah,
That's right.
that is how they
That's right.
operate in their system. Yeah, and I
But but
mean,
but 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 Miss London, and Brother Cupid,
mhm, yeah.
have you guys ever entertained any expectation that in the political life of St. Vincent and the political history of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, that a political leader would have himself declared King of the Caribbean, world boss? Remember, remember,
Yeah.
ostensibly he is supposed to be running a democratic government,
Supposed to be.
right?
Yeah.
Declaring himself king. But
Mhm.
even so, he went and I made a post of it on Facebook. I refer to it as profane religiosity
Hmm,
when he compared what he believes to be
mhm,
his next victory as the second coming
hmm,
or the second coming
hmm,
So
of Christ.
hmm,
you see, that is
hmm,
why I was going in as much as though the king
Hmm.
is one aspect, right?
mhm, mhm,
That doesn't
Hmm.
concern me so much because I posted photos of him um during when he was speaking about the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank governors,
mhm,
Hmm.
yeah.
residents. I
Hmm. Hmm.
posted
Sorry.
photos of him sitting in a chair with a crown on his head
Well,
because he figures in his mind he is a king, and he
yeah.
said so.
Well,
Say,
that is the next symbol that may be afforded to him. He may
Of
no, he
he may
had
put
course.
a
no. What
crown on
I'm
his
saying
head.
to you,
Yeah.
he had
Of
on the
course.
crown before. He
Okay.
wore the crown,
Right.
and one time when he was entering the a meeting,
Mm-hmm.
Julian
Hmm.
announced, "Here come the king," and I
Mm-hmm.
don't doubt me have it on
Wow.
recording. Here comes the king,
Mm-hmm.
right? But
Well,
above all was when Storm spoke about
mm,
demigods,
there you
demigods,
go.
Mm-hmm.
There
demigods.
you
And
go.
you remember,
There you
fella
go.
said we are advancing towards humanism.
Yeah.
Cupid,
Humanism.
Cupid.
And
Yes.
Miss
You see,
London,
with the way he
I
done
I
mess up the minds of our people.
Mm-hmm.
If tomorrow
there is
you
a
hear he say
mm,
there is no God, well, no, he the
mm,
way the time
No,
is right.
he won't say that.
No,
you wouldn't say
listen,
that.
He won't say. He
I
need
don't think he would.
he need the
no,
support of the churches. He
he
would not
have
say
them in
that.
the palm of his
He would
hands.
not. That is why he won't say it.
Right.
Not
And he
yet.
he's
Well, probably
I
not
said
persistently
yet.
if
trying to appeal
tomorrow,
to
I
them.
said
Okay.
Yeah.
probably not
Yeah.
yet.
Okay.
If
Yeah.
tomorrow he do not be surprised.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But
He
Miss
used to
London,
be in
there
Josh Young Saints.
is
There are several reasons why there is no God, you know.
there's a term there's a term used within yeah, I think it's Roman Catholic nomenclature. It's called apotheosis, and what that really means is the slow progression of a person,
Mm-hmm.
a mere human being transformed, at least in the eyes of the people around him, into a godhead, into a
Ah,
demigod.
into a Godhead. So that
Right?
is why I know he doesn't see himself as a demigod.
Nope.
Um, Storm sees like Hans King,
Mm-hmm.
Anthony
Mm-hmm.
Denny, those out here, even the tug in a
Mm-hmm.
suit pig, right? He
Mm-hmm.
sees them as demigods because the
Exactly.
real God
Mm-hmm.
is Papa.
Papa. Yeah, man.
Him. That's right.
Okay.
Papa.
That's
We have to
right.
be very careful. So I hope the
Mm-hmm.
Christian who are supporting him,
Mm-hmm.
you know, see that book right there,
Mm-hmm.
Mind Sex by with a F by Christopher Wiley. Look it up.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That is what he
That's
have
right.
done with it. So we are
That's
in
right.
a battle for our minds.
Yeah.
That's right.
Mhm.
And that's why
That
he
is
So
will
it,
come.
it,
Yes,
absolutely
yes,
right.
it
yes,
comes
yes.
back to like
Online.
a spiritual battle to
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, spiritual. That's what I'm
Yeah.
But
speaking
Yeah,
but
the
about.
spiritual
it's
battle.
That you,
you're
yes.
absolutely correct, because the
Yeah.
Bible says I mean, in this case, it can be applied. We are not battling against blood and flesh and
Mm-hmm.
blood, but against
Yeah.
principalities and powers
Mm-hmm.
In high
and the
places.
rulers of darkness of this world.
Thank you
Well,
very much. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
But wonderful conversation. Thank you, guys. I'm
yeah,
gonna give
man.
way to some
Yeah,
other
thank
folks.
you for
Yes,
your
yes.
Keep
contribution
up the
as
good work,
usual.
Mr. Cupid,
Thanks.
and
We'll
get
do.
well soon, Miss London.
All right.
Yeah, thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
All right.
All
All
right.
right. Take
Okay.
care.
Bye.
So, Cupid, we ain't taking any more calls now, right? So back over to you.
Yes, so I was about to promote my
How was
event.
Dixo? How was Dixo?
Dixon's good,
He
man.
took greetings for me.
No, it's
Oh
lit, me,
my
Next,
God.
well,
Oh my God.
in order to make this up to you.
God.
Hey, what? In order to make this up to you now, during one of my village meetings, I'm inviting you as part of my platform. You say you want to go on the platform.
Me ain't a platform person.
You could bring greetings from there.
I will send greetings from here.
I could record it and we play it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm having a town hall in Dorsetshire Hill tomorrow at Marlon Carr's shop, which is located opposite the Evangelical Church. Yeah, the reason for really the town hall is to hear the views of the residents. Yeah, some of their concerns and how best we could really move the constituency and that particular area forward, because they have felt as a real source of neglect over the past 5 years, and it's important that I connect with them on a deep level, and the town hall gives us the opportunity to do such.
Let us see if we have somebody on the magic jar. Hello, good afternoon. Also not there. So you go ahead, the person not there.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, the town
I
hall
don't say no
really.
more calls. Maybe the listeners, they're listening, but they're not hearing.
Well, the call.
Are they still calling?
No, let it come true.
Well, it's your choice.
Yeah.
Hello, good afternoon, New Times.
Miss London,
Yes,
let me move from the radio.
please.
I had the two buttons. Sorry, hold on.
He knows. No, in the name of God.
Miss London,
Yes, sir.
I called to interrupt Mr. Cupid because it's a Cupid too.
Yeah.
When he used the word, this election is a battle for the Lord. It's just like David and Goliath.
Mm-hmm.
With Neptune around guns up. This election is a spiritual battle.
Yeah, man.
And the battle is the Lord. And I, in my own confidence, Neptune cut on the fire.
I believe so too.
Yeah.
And
I want to say that. I don't
he
elaborate on that. Call it in, interject.
well, he has his
by
first
this
meeting
confidence,
this evening too.
Mr. Cupid say, the battle is the Lord. When I use a statement, victory don't come.
All right, Midi.
Okay, all right.
Thanks for calling. Hello, good afternoon, New Times. Hello. I'm doing something wrong there with the magic. What the magic jack is on? Hello. So gone and it's Eddie. Eddie, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, boy, but I'm doing something wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, as I was mentioning, the town hall, it's an interactive session.
You're going to hear
right? Yeah, and you see what I realize, that when you're representing people, you must hear their views and their concerns. You must have their input in the decision making process, because they're the ones who are going to be affected by whatever policies and decisions are made.
Hello, good afternoon, New Times. Hello. What is wrong?
Gone again.
The boss was there. Hello. You go ahead, because I don't know.
Yeah,
Eddie,
so
don't hold it against me. I don't know what I'm doing wrong with that.
Call him back now.
It's saying error. I don't know. Hello, good afternoon, New Times. Hello. Hello, good afternoon, New Times.
Good afternoon, Sister Margaret.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Sister Margaret.
Good afternoon, Mr. Hazelwood.
And good afternoon, my gentleman friend.
Good afternoon. How are you?
That is great and wonderful.
Wonderful.
My name is Mr. William Hazelwood family.
Okay.
You know I got a lot of family in Western Georgia. You had a guy named Sylvester. They used to call him Salt. You know about him?
Yes. Well, he passed away now.
Yeah, he died. He had to call me uncle. He had to call me uncle.
He had to call the uncle?
Yes, he had to call me uncle. He was one of my brother's son.
Okay.
So I got a lot of family.
Mm-hmm.
Sister London.
Yes, Mr.
You talk about some king, eh?
No, here what happened, Mr. Hazelwood.
No, I just
Hazelwood.
Yeah.
You mind calling back next week only because Cupid want to promote
No,
it.
I just repeating what you said. I ain't putting nothing different.
Because he want to promote the town hall meeting.
No, when they had the meeting in Jackson, when the Prime Minister said, Julian Francis said, here come the king, the greatest. That is the word he used. Mr. Cupid.
Yes, sir.
Let me ask you something. How big men and big women could sit down in Parliament? And what only the Prime Minister and his son have all the money in their hand to do whatever they like. When Mr. Lecoq said his parliamentarians to have money assigned to them, that they could do work in the constituency. You know, the same ministers and them of government condemn that. So if you condemn that, how now you want to go to the people, then you can't help them in the constituency, you can't build a wall, you can't support
that is a tricky thing. They want to use it for their benefit, but not for you.
How in heaven you want come now to go back to ask them? To vote you back again?
All right.
There's an interesting point there.
Let us pick up on
that. That's all I want to say.
Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead, Mr. Cupid.
Okay.
I listen the whole time and you're brilliant.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks.
Right.
Okay, good.
Promise me no more calls.
No problem. Yeah, as I was saying, the purpose of the town hall is to really is part of a socialization process too, where residents could come. We have an interactive session. I would share my 7-point plan with them, and it would be tailored specific to the residents of Dorsetshire here and that area. And well, as I mentioned last week, my 7-point plan encompasses infrastructure, agriculture, development of the community, ecotourism, empowering the youth, upgrading the community and the sporting facilities, improving healthcare, and offering affordable and resilient housing. So the conversation and the discussions would be centered around those 4 broad areas. In addition to my presentation, Fitz would also make his presentation on his plans for the constituency and the area in particular. And as a team, it's important that we work together in order to achieve our objective, because our objectives are similar: to ensure that we serve the people and to ensure that the New Democratic Party is successful the next general election. And we could only do so by bringing home East Kingston and West St. George. West St. George has been in the power of this administration for nearly 30 years, 6 consecutive elections, and it's important to break this cycle. This has been going on for far too long, and the people of West St. George, they they're in dire need
They deserve
of
better.
proper representation. They deserve way better. I mean, they're getting nothing right now, so anything other than this is an improvement, right? And I am not offering you mediocrity. I am setting the standard and setting the bar high so that we can achieve great things in the constituency. And we can only do that by working together and by electing me, Kashaka Cupid, as your next representative. It cannot, we all know the current state of the constituency. From bad roads, the constituency is in a total mess. Little to no activity is actually going on in the constituency currently, and the constituency is really, really dead and in dire need of change, and significant change too. And I am excited about the plans that I have for the constituency. I would not delve too much into the plans as I did last week. Right now, I think I would probably leave that for next week. When I come back on the program, I would share. I'm more in depth about my plans and be specific in terms of the areas of the constituency I want to enhance and improve once elected as the next representative.
Someone is asking if the town hall will be live streamed.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But it's from 5 p.m. I didn't mention the time. It's from 5 p.m. tomorrow, and I really look forward to engaging persons. Come with your questions, and I mean it would be a really insightful event, highly engaging.
Community already and promoting the town hall.
Yeah, well, we have called a number of persons. I think.
I mean, like
yeah.
a vehicle.
Oh,
the one I see. What's his name?
Comments.
Again? No, well, like comments. Yes.
Yeah.
With that thing there.
With the speakers on top of
the vehicle that. Oh God, what's his name? Drives Romano.
Oh,
yeah,
well, he has the ideal vehicle.
Yes, to go around in the community.
Yeah.
You don't need a big truck, but
no, you don't need
a
that.
big truck will be good.
Yeah.
A truck will be good, you know.
Yeah.
With a big speaker.
But I think persons are aware of it. After my engagement here with you, I would be visiting the area to promote the event as well. So.
Okay, let me see if we have. Hello, good afternoon. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, Margaret.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Not too bad. What about you?
Well, a little bit under the weather, but I finally got on to you because I know you have been
All right.
trying.
Well, you'll soon get better.
Yes.
Don't worry. You know, Margaret, I am so happy because you know my passion is the electoral office. St. Vincent, NDP been losing the election because what we saw in the election petition stemming from the electoral office.
It was very eye-opening, Eddie. You should have been there.
Very.
Honestly,
extremely.
I'm thinking Kenton Chan should really write a book and chronicle all that came out of that thing. Because I'm shocked he did pieces.
He did, yes. While to have a forum to discuss the electoral irregularities. And
especially
so
those
happy.
that came out of.
Although I have an appointment, but I say I am going to wait until I get through to you. Margaret, this is a very timely topic you brought into force. This man has never won an election in St. Vincent.
Free and fair.
I don't care what people say. Most people saying it's the first one he won. No,
I don't think so.
He never won it.
But Eddie, I made the case, right? I made the case. If you won an election so overwhelmingly in March, 3 months after, you will tell people to move out if you have a boyfriend or girlfriend living in an area. You understand that a bit? Yeah. I believe he will not.
The man is wicked. He is so wicked.
You could say that you and your family, you could say that and make you shut down the radio station.
Well, let's put it this way. when I heard with my own voice,
your own ears,
my
your
own
own two
ears,
ears.
his own voice, stating that we shouldn't frighten the people to tell them about hell and heaven.
Oh, no,
Don't frighten them
churches.
up.
Churches of them, he said. That's all they're doing. All they're doing. I frighten people about going to hell. As if hell is a good
Yes.
place. So they shouldn't frighten you
So you
about
see,
going to hell.
He is he is acting already as a god.
But long
you
time.
see,
Watch
those
me,
people
Eddie. You know the anthem. The anthem is I will sing of the goodness of God. And when you watch a man in the crowd, he really want to behave like a god, you know? If what
Yes,
me next
he
week he
does.
might put our wings. Might put our wings next week, you know? Krong is joke. I ain't joking. If the man put on wings next week, don't be surprised. Man behaving as if he's a god.
Look,
Listen to
I'll
the
tell you
next.
something.
Listen to the
I am
next
glad
political
you
meeting.
don't know how happy I am today that you brought this topic up about the electoral office. I've been crying out for it for the longest while. Kibakis did
But
a good.
I like how you said that they should go back before the election, revisit all the irregularities that were highlighted in that election petition. A lot came out there.
Yes, we have to.
2015.
It's the only way. You know, right now in Jamaica, they're calling
Carry
for
home ballot box.
A code of ethics.
Yeah, well, for sure they said no
election.
cell phone in ballot, in the polling booth. The code, Eddie, a toothless code doesn't make sense. You want something that could bite. You want something with teeth.
Well, of course, in Jamaica, they have integrity legislation, and this was going to interwove with it to help to strengthen it. A code of conduct. A code of conduct. That is the exact word they use. You notice the lady in Trinidad when Raleigh wanted to bring in CARICOM people to supervise the election, she said no, because she don't trust CARICOM.
But I tell you, OS go come here and tell our election was free and fair, and UAC will take place on public works, and they are jokers.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And could you imagine that they come after the election is finished, more or less, and shoot the dead, like going through a battlefield and shooting the wounded? That's what they do. They're no good. How could
anyhow, Eddie, they say you and I know, you have to call back Ollie next week, Friday, God's Spare Life, because they say we're robbing Cupid.
Yes, but one last point I want to make is this: is that we have to get our people change the dynamics of the mind to conquer St. Vincent, because we are going down a path that is useless. And my friend, I could have told NDP long time, years and years ago, about what was happening out of Jamaica with galvanizing lumber and so. But unfortunately, my friend is dead. My contact there is dead. But you know what he said? He says, Eddie, if they ever lose that election, they are going to run. They're not staying in St. Vincent. He also said, they are going after the fragrance. And I said to him, money don't have fragrance in it.
All right, then. Well, here we are. All right, on that note.
Message. So, Margaret, thank you very much.
Yeah, so on that
note, I appreciate it very much. I've been trying for the longest while talking to a few NDP people and encouraging them to have a forum.
Yeah.
Take care. If life lasts, we will be.
We'll talk.
See you next week.
All right.
And
Sorry about that, Eddie. Yes. So we'll see next week. Make sure you call Ollie next week, before Cupid comes. Cupid, but you have to. What Brian said was a good point, right? Make sure you get strong.
Oh, no, I wasn't
mentally,
here when
financially.
I wasn't here when he
spoke
when he
about
called
the
in.
workers at the polling
Oh, yeah,
station and so on,
the
right?
agents.
The agents, yes.
Yeah, well,
So
remember we but I think
you don't have to
what
answer on air, right? But I'm only giving you a piece of advice.
no, but what
is
I'm saying though, I could even mention it on air though. But one thing you can't control is people character,
Mhm.
and you oftentimes you have to hope and pray
Mhm.
that you're making the right decision and ensure that you have to put some level of faith and trust in the individuals, in the people
Yes,
who are there to basically safeguard your interests and I
the
mean
country's
is it
interest,
well
yeah.
that too the party and the country's
The interest,
interests,
yes,
which are the overarching and main objectives really.
Mhm.
Yeah, the town hall, I'm excited about it. It's the first town hall meeting I am having. As a matter of fact, I don't think the current rep ever had a town hall where constituents felt part of the process. And I mean, when you do the comparison, the manner in which I go about how I offer myself, I and compare the things that I am doing to what they're currently receiving, it's a vast difference. So the people could see whose intentions are really clear and honest. And I mean, and I think that all those things would be on the ballot on election day. Vote for the person who has the integrity to serve the people and who has proven himself to you.
And who truly cares.
Well, Cupid cares. They love that one.
Yes, I love it. Cupid cares.
Yeah, Cupid cares, man. And I mean, that slogan is very symbolic of the individual I am. I am a caring and loving individual. I go all out for people, and it's time enough the people of Western George put their faith and trust in somebody who looks out for them, who's honest with them, who would not basically take them wrong in circles and bring you back to your starting point. Somebody who would genuinely put your interests and put you first and dialogue with you and ensure that the decisions made are in the best interest of the people and residents of the community and the constituency. That is the type of politics we engage in. And we are all about representation. That is key and fundamental. It's not about looking pretty or anything, or just coming around an election when elections are called or when elections are in the air. It's about being there for the people each and every day. And when I get into office, I would continuously engage with the members of the constituency. There's some community groups in which I have plans to form in different areas, because that is those community groups and their functionality, those are extremely important to the upkeep of the general constituency, because there are a number of projects that I would like to embark on, and I cannot do it alone. I would need the support of the people in order to realize these initiatives. Now, coming back to mention, as I mentioned, the community groups now, right? I have a specific plan to create about 4 community-based organizations within West St. George that would cover the entire constituency. And I would register these community groups with SIPO so that to ensure that these groups are legitimized and they're functioning. So the groups would have a structure, whether it be a chairman or president, and they would have a vice president, treasurer, secretary, etc., etc. So these would encompass a functioning community groups, and what I would channel through these groups now, we will source funding for projects within the community. So the community group would identify, for example, if Margaret, if you have a road that needs to be done, we would identify that road, we would source external funding so that we do not have to depend on the government to assist us for every single thing. And by doing that now, you build a bond, and the community is the relationship among the members of the community is harmonized, and we building back that type of community spirit, that vibrancy. And we have lost it big time. We have completely lost it. And West St. George has always been a vibrant community, and this is what we need to get back to. I remember the days when Yvonne Francis Gibson was the representative. The road in which I travel every single day, that was a community-based project. Yeah, that was because of the her initiative and her involvement in promoting community spirit, and that is what we had back then, and that is over 30-something years ago. Yeah, and we need to get back to that. It's not difficult, but it needs somebody with the vision to really enforce and promote these initiatives. And currently there's no community development organization department. Yeah, there's none currently functioning. There's absolutely none. So it just shows
that includes
community development, social development, all that. Well, there's no more community development. So it just shows you. I can't remember. Anyhow, you go ahead. Yeah, it just shows you that this current administration, they care little about what really goes on in the communities. Yeah, they care. They disregard every single thing. And now it's election, and they believe, we assist you in doing the work on your house roof. We assist you with school supplies. That there's some sort of entitlement, and what they do, they exploit the underprivileged, and it really gets me upset, And I mean, when people are in such a state where they are unable to take care of themselves, and you come in now as this grand savior. God. Yeah, well, I ain't gonna go to God, but this savior. Same thing. This savior, and giving people the impression as though you are always there for them in their time of need. That is not the case. These people are not, these members of the ULP, they're not there for you on a consistent basis, especially when there is a need. These people they're only there to use people and exploit them. It's political exploitation. Yeah, and I mean, it's high time that our people wake up and smell the coffee. Now is the time to really get rid of these people. This country is in shambles. It's in a total mess. The public service is in a total mess. And it needs an NDP government as soon as possible to really clean up this mess. What do they do at the public sector reform unit, really? I have no idea. Yeah, you don't see much reforms taking place in the public. So, well, recently there was reform in the Inland Revenue Department, probably about 4 years or 5 years ago. Yeah, there were some reforms there, but I can't speak about other departments or other ministries. But the public sector reform should be there to improve the systems that are there. Yeah, but I can't see that without
But there was
any.
back to what you were saying about the community groups and so on.
Mm-hmm.
The Belair group
Belfongo.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's Bile, Fountain, and Gome.
Yes.
So remember that for example, that already has a structure in place, right?
Mhm.
But it's mainly geared towards sports.
Mhm. But
No,
that was mostly sports.
yeah, primarily
But I
sports.
thought they had it to say community development.
No, well, what you could do, you could have a like a subgroup,
Mhm.
yeah, that could function as an umbrella under that particular group, Belfongo, which would take care of community-based projects now.
Abesco was where? Oh, Annesville.
Annisville, yeah, that is Annisville.
Mhm, mhm,
Yeah, but let me give you an example of the groups I would like to create.
mhm,
Dorsetshire Hill is close to Queen's Drive, so
Mhm.
Queen's Drive would incorporate and Queen's Drive would complement Dorsetshire Hill as a group.
mhm.
Annisville and Villa could work together. Now Bile, Fountain, and Gomez, so that leaves Belmont and Fairbairn.
Mhm.
Now I don't think Belmont and Fairbairn is large enough to really be associated with it, like with family structure, one group.
Why? How many parcels you hope
No,
to put
not
on
really.
that?
No,
Mhm.
what I want to do, I want different areas. What I can do though, Belmont area and Fairbairn. I don't think no in terms of personnel number of residents. They would have to probably like involve another grouping from another village.
Okay.
That is my plan because
Oh, but you're hoping to
four
do them
groups are ideal.
in areas.
Yes, by
Community.
areas and yeah, communities in the constituency,
Mhm.
because the constituency is large, right? And well, physically it takes a lot to cover the entire constituency. But I am happy that it's large. I'm young, so I'm up for the challenge. So
The man
I,
rubbing thing on me, but he's young. You ever hear the
no,
thing
I
like
rubbing
that?
it at you. Watch now. They like refer to NDP as grumpy old men.
Oh
So
gosh.
so I trade a couple jabs at them. Yeah, no, with the youthful party now.
Mhm.
Yeah, with the youthful party now, and I
Yeah.
mean, we have some youngsters there who,
Mhm.
including myself, who are ready and raring to go, and we're full of energy.
Okay, man.
Yeah, and
I
I
love
mean,
that.
yeah, we're full of energy,
Yeah,
and
but it's not like
yeah.
them over there who young.
No, they
Young and say they old.
wrong
Say
young
they old.
them. Boy,
Say,
they trying to play
oh
young,
God,
but
poor fella.
we gonna run them out
Oh,
of breath.
oh my
That is it.
God.
Can you see? If you notice, our campaign, we have started with a certain type of momentum,
Mhm.
and we have been able to maintain that momentum,
Mhm.
right? So that is the youthful nature of the New Democratic Party now, and as we continue to transition, we would get even more youthful and younger as time goes by,
Okay,
because
man,
we
you carry on.
yeah,
Carry on, man.
we have become an attractive party
Mhm.
where persons out there, whether it may be professionals or persons who are highly respected in the various communities, they would be interested in coming on board and being part of the team.
Yes.
Because we're a team, we're not a one-man show. Our one-manism, we're promoting. We're promoting a team in which Dr. Friday has arguably constructed as the best political team ever assembled in this country. And we are looking forward to governing and winning this election and governing St. Vincent, taking St. Vincent on a trajectory where we see we're empowering people. Our economy is growing. We are excited about this. And when you compare the other side, they're all about barren. If you notice, they have no interest in generating wealth for our citizens. What they do, they focus on
hooks in our girls.
all that too. And by doing that now, you tax us to you overtax us, yeah, left, right, and center. Yeah, they're the five basically ones, the ordinary citizens. There are about five taxes in which we cannot really get away from. Yeah, we basically overtax.
And there are some that they Where they find this man here, boy? He borrow money from somewhere. And
Well,
he said, I put
he
the
the
tax on
king.
it. And what do he put it on the water bill? So we have an everlasting, eternal loan that we
Yeah.
ain't take out. We paying for it now.
Yeah.
Yes?
And
Yes.
well, not just us who will be affected.
Your great grandchildren.
Persons need to understand,
Yeah.
that our children, it's
Right.
going down. It's a cycle. It's a death cycle.
Me ain't know how Frank they come up with this thing, boy. You mortgage your children's future.
But it's true.
Oh my
It's
goodness,
true.
me a death cycle.
Yeah.
Yes, but our
Yeah.
time has really gone. I didn't even realize it.
Yeah.
No
Time.
one
Remember,
43.
I promised to come here, and
Man, you have to till 8 o'clock.
no,
next
that's
week
too
Friday.
early, man. That's too
No,
early.
8
Hey.
o'clock next week Friday.
No, next week Friday I'll come. On is 10:30 we start, right?
All right. So
I'll be here early next
But
week.
here we
God's
happen.
willing.
Before you leave now, get Romano. Get in the car. The meeting is when? The town hall
Tomorrow at 5 p.m.
5. So you had this evening and tomorrow. Romano, you're listening enough.
I don't know if you listening, but I'll call him.
Hearing. So get a good speaker and you're going around in the car and think you need permission for that.
I don't think so.
Right? So you're going around, you understand, to sensitize these people about the town hall.
Yeah, and Chieftain, not forgetting, Chieftain Neptune has his meeting in Byra this evening at 7:30 p.m. So we look forward. Come out in your numbers. Yeah. Show solidarity to Chieftain and the persons who believe it's a David Goliath showdown, the constituency up there. But I don't share that, but those views. But I know Chieftain's capability.
Yes, so that is why you should share the view.
David,
if you understand it,
I believe Chieftain has been he has a really good opportunity to dethrone the incumbent.
The so-called king.
I ain't going down that route, but the incumbent, the current prime minister and representative. I believe Chieftain has been putting in the work, and at the end of the day, hard work brings success, and it speaks volumes. So Chieftain has a very good opportunity, and this evening is an opportune time for him to Byra, to really sensitize the public and his constituents as his plans for the people. Chieftain is a young man compared to his opponent, so you could definitely see another 15 years in active politics for Chieftain. We can't
another 15 not like this one here.
No, we can't say that about his opponent. So when you're thinking about present and future, there's only one choice, and that's Chieftain Neptune, my people.
All right, so is that your last
one? No,
it's
not my last one.
Come out to a town hall meeting,
yes, so folks, residents of Dorsetshire Hill and other surrounding areas, tomorrow is the town hall meeting at Mr. Carr's residence, his shop, opposite the Evangelical Church in Dorsetshire Hill. We begin at 5 p.m. sharp, and we look forward to engaging, interacting with you. There'll be other members of the party there, not just myself and the Honorable Fitz Brambo. There will be other members who would be in support as well. So
you could feel questions to them as well.
Yes, questions would be asked, and we would do our best to ensure that the event is very interactive. It's not about us forcing our plans and our ideas on the people. It's for the people to be part of the entire process in developing the constituency and taking the constituency and moving it forward. That is what the NDP plans are. That is what my plans are, and that is what the Honorable Fitz Brambo's plans are as well. And we look forward to a successful meeting tomorrow where we engage, we interact, and we share ideas and promote and evaluate and enhance the constituency. It was wonderful being here in the presence of Margaret, and it's good keeping your company. And I look forward to being here next week again. But I will be here early. And I'm a man of my word. I would definitely be here early next week.
Wonderful.
That's a promise to the people.
Yes.
And I'm a man of my word, and you could count on me.
Yes.
The people of West St. George for proper representation because Cupid cares for you. Thank you. Have a great afternoon. God bless.
Nice having you as well. Yes. All right, folks. So that's it for today. It was really a pleasure being here, even if I am not 100%. We did touch on the free and fair elections. No free and fair elections under Labour. None. None. Next week, if it is the will of the Lord, we could look at demigods and God. Right? So, do have a most enjoyable weekend. If it is the will of the Lord, I will be back with you on Friday. So, do take care.
And it's like when everybody get the Spanish ship at sail. When Jonah say, is your car Jaguan? When they come up with ship and it go in the whale belly. Alright, so since will never come good. Unless I get rid of Ralph. And it's like when everybody get the Spanish ship at sail. When Jonah say, is your car Jaguan? When they come up with ship and it go in the whale belly. Alright, so since will never come good. Unless I get rid of Ralph. And it's like when everybody get the Spanish ship at sail. When Jonah say, is your car Jaguan? When they come up with ship and it go in the whale belly. Alright, so since will never come good. Unless I get rid of Ralph.
General Hardware still has the best prices on steel, lumber, and plywood. So go on, compare prices. And if by chance you find a better price, no stress. Just talk to the General, and they will beat that price plus give you special priority delivery. Yes, General Hardware offers free island-wide delivery on most purchases, so you never have to worry about getting your goods on site on time. Plus, shopping at General Hardware is a pleasant experience with friendly, knowledgeable staff always ready to serve. What more could you wish for, huh? So come to General Hardware for proper service, lowest prices, free delivery, and see why nobody beats the General. Nobody.
Hey now, guess who nearly burned down the kitchen trying to make gourmet ramen?
You again?
I had no garlic, no butter, no vibes, so I ran to Massey quick.
Just for ramen?
I came out with dinner, dessert, and even items to clean up. Plus, points on my loyalty card. I even transferred money and still had time to grab a little wine.
So, basically, you live there now?
Honestly, with the parking, service, and the WhatsApp updates, I might move in next week. Who else doing it like that? Massey Stores, our family serving your family and your last minute cravings.
Lewis Pharmacy. We specialize in friendly service with a personal, professional touch. Hence, we take pride in offering patient counseling on all prescription and over-the-counter products. We welcome inquiries on prescription drugs, vitamins, herbal preparation, fitness nutritional products, cough, cold, allergy, and all other health care products. For the convenience of our patients and surrounding community, we are situated uptown opposite the bus stop at Juicy Building. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Saturdays, 8:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Lewis Pharmacy.
Shop at Lanes where you come first. For value and quality you can trust. Lanes. For home hardware, fashion and more. The best prices at every store. A warm fancy welcome is waiting for you. At Lanes, your family store for value.
Randy's Supermarket is perfect for all your grocery needs. We have a range of liquor, liqueur, and wines, fresh and quality bread, and our weekly specials will simply amaze you. Conveniently opened 7:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. Mondays to Thursdays, and Fridays and Saturdays 7:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. We have competitive prices and friendly staff. Randy's Supermarket, located at Lower Bay Street and Terrell Street. Call us at 456-2994. Randy's Supermarket, where shopping is fun.
There are many cleaning companies, but there is only one company that